Hola amigos, welcome to my channel. My name is Miche, and today we're going to be exploring the Mission District in San Francisco. It's a really unique place with a lot of history and also a lot of social problems that really hit close to my heart because I have a heart. I'll just show you what I mean. Welcome to the Mission District. The Mission is chock full of alleys with hundreds of murals from local artists who are trying to get their messages of social unrest across. Gentrification is rampant here. Long-standing communities, many of whom are Latinx families, have been living in the Mission for generations, and the sudden influx of wealthier people coming from all over is raising the cost of living and forcing them to abandon their homes. My friend Carlos took me away from all the bougie, overpriced cafes to a fucking legit Mexican food joint that had tostadas with toppings marinating in all kinds of delicious flavors, even tofu. This is San Francisco after all. Everywhere I looked, people are finding interesting ways to express themselves. And then I stumbled upon something amazing. Everyone, I'd like you to meet the Mexica. These are my ancestors. Well, not these people exactly, but you know what I mean. Another name for them is also the Aztec. I'm sure you've heard of that before. People aren't just playing dress up in 110-degree weather. They're doing some important work, you see. In the face of rampant gentrification and forced assimilation, they still celebrate cultura. They make their presence known that the Latinx people are still standing strong and proud of their cultura, even after genocides led by waves of conquerors from Europe, like the infamous Christopher Columbus, even though they brought their powerful diseases with no indigenous person in the Americas had ever encountered, and even through generations of forced assimilation by Europeans to make the Mexica more, well, European-like. Despite all this, the Mexica still remains strong and very relevant. Many Mexican people, like myself, are of mixed Mexica and European ancestry, and there is so much pressure from the world to abandon our indigenous identity and erase our history as Mexica, and to become more like Western people. This celebration of cultura is a celebration of that which refuses to die. This is not a tourist attraction. This is a ritual for the sacred. Primera palabra, mi alma recibe primera palabra, cuando comienza el Ave María, cuando comienza el Ave María. And then I realized something.
For all of my people, Negroes and Latinos, and even the gringos.
The way I see it, if people are moving in and pushing out the locals, this causes the loss of their culture. I see gentrification as the opposite of culture. It's stealing by raising the cost and cheapening the culture. I'm super paranoid about contributing to that problem, but I realized I can fight it. I am fighting it. The very fact that I live in a van means I'm not taking part and indirectly causing the removal of unsuspecting families. But I can also contribute to the development of the culture that remains. I can write songs about it, go to a gallery, meet with the locals, and hear their stories. I ate only in family-owned restaurants and bought from local mercados or Mexican markets while I was there. And I realized I could do this anywhere. I can literally live anywhere and add to the culture instead of taking away from it. I only hope more people recognize the importance of respecting the communities that exist there before they arrive to a new place. And you don't even have to live in your van. You just have to pay attention.
I say it loud, I'm Latino and proud. Don't stop the body rock. I say it loud, I'm Latino and proud. When I'm on the mic, all your homegirls come. I say it loud, I'm Latino and proud. I got the technique to get the ladies out of their clothes.